In our Trader Rundown, Dan Deming of KKM Financial joins me, and what a day we had on Friday.
Sure, some volatility.
And traders are smiling because the market is really moving. Investors are like, whoa, what's going on here?
Right. It's the first shakeup the market's experienced in quite some time. I think there's a stat out there last Friday that the market had not moved 1% in like 40 plus days. So
we
finally saw this outsized move, and the market reacted pretty significantly.
Why did the market react the way it did?
Yeah, I think it was a combination of a couple things. When you look at the psychology was shifting in the market leading into last Friday, and then we had the saber rattling overnight from North Korea, then followed by the Fed announcements on Friday morning. Now, as we're moving towards that Fed announcement, the rate decision announcement on September 21st, I think the market's starting to think that there's a higher probability possibly of possible movement than the market's pricing in, and I believe that's what kind of led to the weakness that we saw on Friday.
What would you be watching this week as we get closer to that Fed meeting coming up next week?
Philly Fed number, middle of the week. I think that's going to be very significant. We have a lot of numbers this week that could be incorporated into that decision, but they like to look at those regional numbers, and the Philly Fed comes out in the middle of the week, so I imagine the Fed will be queuing off of that, moving into that decision on the 21st. And possibly, even if they don't move in September, they might really indicate that we are definitely moving in December, something along those lines. And the market, I just don't think still has priced that in.
So it's all about uncertainty, it sounds like to me.
It is right now. I mean, the key here is one thing. We broke through the 50-day moving average on Friday, Angie. When you look at the SPX, breaking through that 2164 level on the SPX, I think that's technically a weaker sign for the market. So you're going to have technicians looking at that very closely. So that's one area that you want to look at moving forward, as well as the fact that, like I said, if the Fed really is going to stick to their guns here a little bit more than they have and initiate something sooner rather than later, then that will probably lead to more volatility.
The VIX on Friday jumped. Is that a signal of more volatility ahead?
Well, it's a signal of increased expectations. Yes. So we saw the VIX certainly jump, but we saw volatility across most asset classes jump significantly, bonds as well. So, that's again a harbinger that's going to knock this market off its axis a little bit short term. Again, we've seen this before, Angie, and it gets washed out pretty quickly. So we'll have to see if there's actually some further weakness that the market has to weather before we can find some stability.
Well, stay on your toes and have a great trading week.
Should be interesting. Thanks.